What's up, guys? John Gray coming to you from the car again. Probably will be coming for you from the car a lot more often, considering the Postmates delivery thing. But I wanted to just quickly discuss something that was on my mind that I was thinking about while I was doing the deliveries tonight, and that was how grateful I am that my parents never let me win at anything, especially when I was a smaller kid. So, give you an example. The earliest memories I have of playing games is with my mom playing Uno, and she said something to me that I never forgot, but I didn't realize how the importance of it until recently. And that was, she just pummeled me at Uno, right? Like, so I'm 8-ish, 7, 6, 7, 8, just getting destroyed at Uno by a grown up. Not even close. Like, I can't even have a hope at winning the game. And I'm pretty upset because I'm a kid and I want to win the game, like any kid. And she says to me, John, nobody in life is going to let you win at anything, and neither am I. So you're gonna have to learn how to play better. And that seemed like a simple thing to me, and it made sense to me as a kid. So I thought, okay, yeah, I guess I have to learn how to play better. And I didn't realize how crucial that differentiator was until recently, because I realized that the reason I am the way I am around money, around just generally setting goals, is because that is the mindset that I grew up with around goals. And if you're going to meet your goals, you have to do something to get them. Like, you have to sacrifice things to achieve them. That's why I have no issue sacrificing my time now and my expendable income to do the things that I'm planning on doing in the future. And I feel like that is a very, very key thing that a lot of people are missing, especially people in my age bracket, the millennial age bracket, but people in general, not just my group. And I think that's so important because, and I think it's missing because I feel like there's a whole group of people who are very upset that they have not been given what they feel like they should have been. And the reason they feel that they should have been given, a certain amount in life is because they're very used to winning, because they've grown up winning their entire life. So winning has been assumed. It hasn't been earned. And I think the difference is that you appreciate the process and the journey a lot more when you have to figure out how to win versus when you're just used to winning. When you assume that winning comes with life, you are a lot less prone to problem solve when life kicks you in the face. So now I feel like we have an entire group of people, and I don't know how large that population of people is, but I'm sure there's a lot of them who come into the marketplace, or who have grown up winning, have parents who let their kids win. They've been used to being handed the win, and they get into the marketplace where that's not the case. And as Gary Vaynerchuk would say, they get their teeth knocked in, and they're shocked. They're like, well, this isn't how life has been. And you're right, it's not. It's the exact opposite of that. And that's why I feel like parents in general, and I'm not a parent, but I can tell you that as a kid and as a young adult now, how valuable that life lesson was for me. We have to stop letting our kids win, because we're raising an entire generation of people who are growing up not mentally equipped to lose in the marketplace. And losing is a part of life. Like, you're going to lose at some point in something, right? But if you don't grow up losing ever, how devastating is it to get into real life and get your face knocked in and like not know what to do because you've never lost before, you know? So I think it's so valuable to just let your kid fall on their face and destroy them at every game. And now, like, realize how important that is and how my parents did that with me. I will never, ever let my kid win at anything because I don't ever want them to think that they should automatically win just because they showed up. And more importantly, I want them to be able to problem solve on how to win. Number one, you know, understanding the journey of figuring it out is where it's at. And I want them to be able to bounce back when the market does kick them in the face, because it's going to, and life is going to. But they're not going to be equipped to do that mentally, physically, if they grow up thinking that that's an automatic part of life. They can't win if we always let them win. They can't be successful adults if they're so used to being handed everything. So I'm officially part of the group now that hates participation trophies, because the message that I feel like that sends is you are a human being, and because of that, you deserve this much more than everyone else. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have inherent worth as a human being, but I'm saying that the marketplace doesn't care about that. The marketplace has millions upon millions of humans, and not all of them win. So if we're going to teach our children to win in an arena where there aren't just winners, there's winners and losers, we have to teach them the mindset of being able to figure out how to win, not just show up and you win, because that hardly ever happens. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I completely understand now why people are so frustrated with our generation, but at the same time, I feel like there are the same people who are frustrated with us, the millennials, are the people who are letting their kids win. I mean, the people who are complaining are creating the generation that is as entitled as, you know, as everyone's saying they are. So I think if you really want to change that, start with your kid. I mean, start with teaching them a mindset that'll allow them to win, and don't ever tell them that just because they were born and they're really special to you, that means they're going to be special to the rest of the world, because you're the only person that feels that way about your kid, the only one. And they need to understand how crucial that is. They have to prove their worth to everyone else. They have to create their own value in the real world. Yes, mommy's always going to love them and always have values to them inherently, but no one else is going to see them that way. So that's sort of my 2 cents on that. Hopefully I got through to someone. And even more importantly, I think this is super important for finance, because so many people are not willing to sacrifice for their goals right now, because their financial goals specifically, because they feel like they should automatically be able to live a comfortable life just doing what makes them feel good. And the market doesn't care what makes you feel good. The market cares about what brings the people in the market value. So keep that in mind when you do your budget, when you plan your goals, when you set an age for retirement. None of that is dependent on the things you like. It's dependent on how much value you bring to the market. So, but that's all I got. Thanks for listening to my little rant. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.